customer just asked us how to have a simple hi-hat counting off to start us up with like an empty measure at the beginning of the song. So let's do it like this. I'm going to go in blues and country. Sure, we'll take that. I'm going to drop it in, rather than starting at the beginning, I'm going to start at the first measure on the first beat of the first measure. Is that right? We'll zoom out and check it. Yep. And let's loop it till bar number 13. That'll give us 12 bars of playing that pattern. And we'll zoom in just a little bit from here. Okay, so I want to count off during this first measure at the beginning, and I'm going to do that by going all the way down to user patterns, and I'm going to create a new pattern. And I'll give it a name, create the pattern, and now I have a new empty pattern. Now, this is a 2-measure pattern. I can see that because I've got 8 vertical lines indicating 8 beats. I only need 1 measure, so I'm going to shorten it. Now I'm going to look for where the hi-hat sits here. I'll use a hi-hat pedal. That would be the thing I want. I'm looking at these tiny letters. Closed hi-hat pedal is right there. So I'm going to put them on just the upbeats. Now I noticed when I have a fresh install of the app, by default the velocity is usually at 0 for the first note I put in, and that's not what I want. I'm going to take it almost right up to the top, and then I'll put in a few more notes. And notice that I'm snapping on half beat, in other words snapping to the nearest 8th note. That helps me locate these things carefully. And I've got loop on. This turns it off, this turns it back on. Let's listen to what we have here. Yep, that's an 8th note. Like it's not playing on the and of each beat. I'll close this up and save my changes. And now I've got this pattern called foo. It's only a bar long, so if I put the beginning of it at the beginning of the song, it should drop right in place, and that's what it's done. Let me zoom out. Right, so if I go back to the beginning, you should now hear it counting off by playing a hi-hat on the and of each beat, and then it will start the main beat. And that's what it's doing. So that is how you make a simple beat to count yourself off before you start the song.